Greetings everyone, fellow classmates and teacher. We are the group 8 and in this video we are going to report and talk about fractions and how to subtract them. Fractions. For those who doesn't know what a fraction is, according to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, it is a numerical representation indicating the quotient of two numbers. For example, in a dining table is a one whole pie with 8 equal cuts on it, and you took 3 cuts of pies for yourself. That means you took a quotient of 3/8 or 3 cuts of pies out of 8. The numerator basically shows how much cuts of pie you took, while the denominator shows the total cuts of pie, or it could be likewise depending on the situation. Now that we know what a fraction is, we can now learn how to add and subtract them. In our case, we will be teaching you how to subtract a fraction. There are 3 simple steps on how to subtract fraction. Step 1. We have to make sure that the bottom numbers or the denominators are the same. Step 2. Subtract the top numbers or the numerators and put your answer over the same denominator. And step 3. Simplify the fraction if needed. We have here an example. 4/6 minus 2/6. Let's follow the 3 steps. Since both denominators are already the same, let's go straight to step 2, which is subtracting the top numbers. 4 minus 2 is 2. We will now put the answer over our denominator, which is 6. Now we have our answer 2/6. Let's check if 2/6 can be simplified in the simplest form. Since 2 and 6 can be both divided by 2, we can simplify them. 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, what if the denominator is not the same? For example, is 5/3 minus 1/6. Most students, including me, use this method to subtract fractions with different denominators. What we do is we take each other's denominator and multiply it to each other's fraction. So basically what will happen here is 6 times 5/3 and 3 times 1/6. In that way, both fractions now can have the same denominator, which is 18. So what we'll do now is subtract the top numbers and simplify the answer if possible. Now the answer is 30/18 minus 3/18. And 30 minus 3 is 27. And we'll just copy the denominator, which is 18. And now what we do here is we simplify 27 and 18. We have to search for the biggest number that can possibly be divided in both numbers. In our case, 27 and 18 can be both divided into 9. So 27 divided by 9 is 3, and 18 divided by 9 is 2. Now we have our answer 3/2. But there is another way to subtract this problem, and you decide what fits you the most. We'll just show you. What we'll do here is look for the least or lowest common denominator possible, or LCD. So in the problem 5/3 minus 1/6, the lowest common denominator possible is 6. So we'll just find a way on how to make a 3 into a 6. Simple. Multiply 3 to 2. But if you are going to multiply a denominator, you have to include the numerator. So 5 times 2 is 10 and 3 times 2 is 6. Now we have 10 over 6, and we'll subtract it to 1 over 6. 10 minus 1 is 9, and we'll just copy the denominator, which is 6. Now, what we are going to do now is just simplify 9 over 6. Since 9 and 6 can be both divided into 3, we'll divide them. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, as you can see here, it's the same answer as the first one, but different method. But you choose what is the simplest for you. So that's all for our report. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless. I hope you learn a lot.